And my whole career, I have tried to be involved with work that was pleasing to God. And I've joined with my husband in producing this beautiful series that really is a love story. It was our way to glorify and honor God. It's very hard in Hollywood to get anything made, but to get a project that dealt with faith was especially hard to get made. And I don't know that any of that would have happened without the dynamic energy of my husband, who, when we find a door closed, he's the kind of man that just kicked through the door. So anyway, so glad to be here. We're so glad that we can join this initiative of loving. We made this project with loving hearts, and we believe that it will go out into this country in the spring, but it also has the potential to reach out into the corners of the world to people that maybe would never get a chance to read the Bible, who maybe never would get a chance to walk inside of a church, but who might find the way to turn the television set on. And consequently, this show will be able to bring the Gospels alive to people that we will never meet for eternity. So anyway, here's my husband to say a few words.
Thank you, Roma. Roma's right. You know, even for us, it is hard to get things greenlit in Los Angeles, in Hollywood. You know, it is our combined, what they call in LA, juice that made this project get greenlit. And crazy things were said to us like, okay, would you guys just please do the Old Testament and not the New Testament? And we're like, no way. As believers, why would we possibly do that? They said, just do the Old Testament this year. If it works, then you can do the Jesus kind of story the next year. I said, no way. It's all Jesus' story. You know, from Genesis to Revelation, it's one story. You know, and if you notice as a family, if you look at right now on TV, whether it's The Voice or Survivor or Shark Tank, The Apprentice, Fifth Grader, none of it is smutty, bad TV for humanity and love. We don't make those kind of shows. And we've been very successful. Like in this last week, 4 nights of #1 shows, none of them inappropriate for families. None of them. Right? Which proves that what a lot of people and hopefully no journalists are reporting what we're saying right now, but I hope it's a safe room. But just to be honest, a lot of people in the TV business, film business, think that going lowest common denominator is going to get ratings and sizzle. But we've proven, right, between Touched by an Angel and all the other shows that we've done together, it does work to do family entertainment. Hence, we asked to ourselves, you know, how could we best serve? What are we good at? Well, we can't teach the Bible. We're not qualified to teach the Bible. We're not qualified to be pastors. We're not theologians. But we're really good at telling stories. So what's the greatest story that we know and love is this story. So this is a grand narrative. We are knowing that we are not going to be able to teach from it. We're going to be able to connect with love to it. You guys have to untie the knots. We can funnel people into churches. There's almost 400,000 American churches. You can't go a block without finding a church. There's plenty of places to get your knots untied. But the thing is, how to add in Bible study and understanding the Bible into churches, because a lot of people don't seem to teach the Bible as much in churches. Here is 10 hours on the Bible. You're going to now, we know it's late, and we have 10 hours. We're going to show you like less than 20 minutes. So we thought, what do we show? So we talked about it. By the way, Rome always says, we are, after 3 years working on the Bible together, still speaking to each other. She's in charge. So here's what we're going to do. And I think it's a fresh take. if nobody in America watches this, which we hope they do for one big reason, we don't need to be having any more number one shows. There's nothing more we can really do in TV. There's a reason that on March 3rd, a lot of Americans need to tune into this, because if not, it sends a message back to Hollywood. Even when they made it, no one watched. We've made it. We're going to get back in touch with you after the new year to remind everybody to start a viral campaign of telling everyone they know who loves the Bible to watch it, because the message then becomes, we're not going to make another one of these probably, but many young filmmakers will if they're encouraged that this kind of stuff works. So we've put a lot of effort into this. We're going to show you now. It's going to start with, I think we said, we'll start with baptism of Christ, into 40 days in the wilderness and the temptation of Christ, onto the first time, our way of showing when Jesus meets Peter. Some of the lines are not directly from the Bible, but believe me, we've worked with scores of theologians around the world, pastors, and across all kinds of denominations of faith. And I think we've created the right feeling of love in this, and that's what we wanted to do. Anyway, nothing more to be said. You know, we love each other so much, and we love this project so much, and that's what really matters. This will be seen around the world. I think if no one in America watched it, we know for sure, whether it's in Asia and in Africa and the Middle East, billions will see this. They just will. More people will see this right around than everything else we've made combined. For sure. More than The Voice and Touched by an Angel, Survivor, The Apprentice, Fifth Grader, Shark Tank. Combine all those, more people will see this. For sure. And that's great. Thank you.